And well, I'm glad it was tight for you. We that's a whole chapter that you're summarizing there because we were
Mm,
talking about now the thieves of time, which are the four
mhm,
assets that tend to overgrow and become liabilities. So they are personality driven, but they are also behavioral. And you'll see that in the book we call the four thieves of time: drive, excellence, information, and activity. And if I had a slide up and we were doing a visual podcast as well, we would talk about the fact that in the age of overload, specifically in the midst of that hustle culture, each of them tends to morph and overgrow its
mm,
pot. So a drive turns into overdrive, and excellence becomes perfectionism, and information becomes information overload, and then activity just becomes frenzy. And what they do is they keep seducing us with little stimulating wins. It's kind of like I just left my 16-year-old who's sick home in the living room, and he's getting those little hits from checking his phone, and I'm asking him not to, those little dopamine injections where
mhm,
we have a little win or we check a little box. But all that frenzy keeps us from the time to do deep work, historic wins, really move the business forward, really go toward our goals. And those four thieves are always going to keep tricking us into thinking that we're doing the most important work when we're not, because we like living in the realm of our own thief. So, for instance, my dominant thief is excellence. We have a developmental
mm.
assessment that our clients take and help them understand.
Oh,
And excellence for me is great until it becomes perfectionism. You talked about information overload when we were prepping. The thief
mm,
of information is terrific until it morphs into information overload. And so for each of them, there's a sweet spot where we're using it for good and not for evil. And that's where we attempt to sit, but it's very, very hard.